football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Canes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. Find some fresh air. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. it breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Pulls and fires complete. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag here.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you've got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's got him.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He'll do it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Back's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try. Oh, it's blocked. Scoop it up and going the other way.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but you see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Smith wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Using the quick game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Canes want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Snags it quickly on the left.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Got a man. It's Overton. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Overton. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 16 over South Alabama. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air. It's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Mason. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his man, it's Lyle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end round.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Lyle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the lone running back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Beck. And points have been hard to come. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been running.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. All out of space. Vincent, touchdown Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On the option, it's Smith. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. From the gun. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The play action fake. Short throw to the sideline. Picks up just a little. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Smith dropping to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Lost to throw again. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snacks it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw, it's back. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's live. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Running to Green. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Keith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Smith wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a 1st down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now this offense will take the field again. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz.
Breaks into the open. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. through the air. It's Beck. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's reeled in. It's Meadows. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's back. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Lyle. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Hokies will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. High the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Beck. Beck's to grab.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 16 over South Alabama. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Canes decide to punt it away. And the returner goes down. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Meadows. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.